Hi guys, Piotr here. This is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel, and Friday, the upcoming Friday 7th of May 2021 is going to be the big day for both US dollar and Canadian dollar. We are going to get non-farm payrolls numbers, so job market out of the US, and the most important thing we are going to watch is the non-farm payrolls number, which measures the change in the number of the people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Job creation is the foremost indicator of the consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of the economic activity. A higher than expected reading should be taken as the positive bullish for the US dollar for the greenback, while lower than expected readings should be taken as a negative bearish for the USD, taking into the consideration the volatility related to the COVID-19. That's gonna be very interesting. As a FX or Forex trader, if you wish, we are also watching the average earnings, so you have to have somewhere in the background the full report. You have to have a possibility to dig deeper when it comes to the numbers. Anyway, that's gonna be the dollar day, so we have to check euro dollar first, and we are going to check euro dollar. So the top major pair, previous week strong rejection from 21.55, so there is a possibility to creation swing high. In that case, taking into the consideration intraday trading, right, intraday setups, well, I think sellers are around 21. That's the point number one. Then if we are going to take into the consideration the distance between previous week high and what we've seen 2 weeks ago, the 50 pips, right, we might see 22.40 retest in case of the break of 21.45. So medium term, short term, as long as we are below 21.40, lower levels to come. What we are talking about? We are talking about the significant breakout level 120.1965. So if we are going to respect 121.2140, we might see the pullback down towards 121.1960. If we are going to break this latest weakness, immediately we are reopening 1850. That's how I see the things when it comes to the longer term chart. Let's have a look what we have from the intraday perspective, taking into the consideration daily chart. We are trying to hold 120.60 as of now. So that's where the short-term traders are trying to approach. That's also mid of the previous Friday range. It's gonna be significant. But today we have very significant moment. We move above the weekly open, so that's slightly bullish. Also, we do have nice setup for the swing low, right? So taking into the consideration daily chart, the sellers around the current level, the buyers around 120.30, 120 significant psychological level. So trying to summarize, euro dollar short-term traders trying to sell here and again around 21.40 with the stop above, targeting 120.30, 119.60, and the buyers are around 120, 119.60, trying to take the advantage of possible false break to the downside, right? That's how I see the things when it comes to euro dollar. let's check what we have when it comes to another dollar pair. In that case, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the cable. We've seen the Bank of England rate decision. I would say the comments were dovish. So what I'm looking for the price action from the last week and what we've seen 2 weeks ago, right? And what we have currently compared to the previous week. They're very, very visible supply above 39.50, but we are staying above the weekly open. So in that case, when we are talking about the sellers, I'm looking for a supply between 39.80 and levels above 140. That's the supply zone. When it comes to the demand, 138, the weekly open, that's what currently holding well. So we have 200 pips range, 138, 140, 140 plus, right? So if we are going to see the break above 140, we might expect 142, 142.50 to be tested. In case of the break below 138, we might expect 136, 135 when it comes to the cable. That's very, very important. The next one is going to be the top pair of the day for tomorrow and for the next few weeks. We are talking about the dollar versus Canadian dollar. We have the data out of the US, but also tomorrow we are going to get the Canadian job market. Employment change in Canada measures the change in the number of people employed. Job creation is an important indicator of consumer spending in Canada. Higher than expected reading is going to be positive for the Canadian dollar. Of course, any kind of the disappointment may produce Canadian dollar sell-off. So where we are when it comes to the Canadian dollar, it's very, very bullish for now. We are again, as you can see here, we are again trading below the weekly open, very well below the weekly open, meaning that we broke some significant supply. So for me, for now, any kind of the jump towards 22, 85, 23 might be treated as a short-term selling opportunity. What might be the target? Well, this breakout level around 119, this down here could be treated as a stop count. Market may want to look for liquidity. So looking to sell around 122.85, 123 with target first psychological level 120 and then again 119. Be careful guys, because if we are going to get the significant difference between the real number and what market was expecting, especially if we are going to get that in favor of the US dollar, I'm not gonna be surprised if we are going to see the big rally back after the stop count, big rally back above 22.80, trying to close above the weekly open. That would be the significant development with the possible target around 125, the previous week high. So that's how I see the USD CAD. I'm looking for some kind of the price action, trying to either confirm move to the downside or trying to confirm that we do have the false break to the downside, especially taking into the consideration the daily chart. This type of the falling channel, right? So if market is going to be able to engulf today's price action, if market is going to be able to get back above the weekly open, the next week might be very, very nice when it comes to the bullish side. But of course, still the weekly open we discussed a second ago as a strong supply level for now. That's how I see the top pair for tomorrow. I'm talking about the USD CAD. With that being said, guys, don't be trapped. It's going to be the last day, trading day of the week. We have both events at the same time. Watch it carefully. Let the bots to do their things. Let's wait a little bit for the dust settlement and then try to take the advantage of the data. With that being said, guys, it was my pleasure to make such an update for you. Wish you great trading day tomorrow. Good luck and see you around. Take care. Goodbye.